the total radiation on a surface of any orientation may be evaluated by this formula, where this is the total radiation, and this is due to the beam radiation, diffused radiation and reflected radiations. And reflected radiations are the sum of the radiations, part of the radiations from direct and diffused. So including all, it will give you the total radiations at any orientation on a surface. So to find out the IT, we should know all of these individuals, and last day we started to find from RB, and we discussed that the RB from last figure. Okay, let us redraw it. The figure is somewhat, it was like that. It was the collector surface yesterday. Let me consider the red marker here. It was the collector surface. The beam radiations are coming like that. It is tilted by an angle beta. This was angle theta I. Okay. Now we have to find theta z to find RB, as we have defined it yesterday. So theta z will be, just from the definition, this is the angle when the collector surface is horizontally placed, and if this collector is horizontally placed, then the angle between the incident radiation and to the normal is known as, this was theta z, zenith angle. The total radiations on an inclined surface at any orientation can be found out with the help of this formula, where RB, RD and RR are the factors for beam, diffused and reflected components respectively. And to find out this, it is important to find these factors first and all remaining parameters, so that following this formula we can find the value of total radiation. So let us start the finding of RB. So if we define RB, then we can say it is the ratio of the flux of beams when it is inclined. In this direction it is maximum. So when it is inclined and when it is horizontally placed. So it is maximum in this direction, the part of the maximum radiations in inclined surface and part of the radiations in the horizontal surface. So from here we can say RB is defined as the ratio of you can say ratio of beam radiations on inclined surface and on a horizontal surface. Okay. According to this definition, we can say RB is equal to the In cos theta I, beam radiations on inclined surface, In cos theta I divided by In cos theta z. And what is this, by the way? This is I inclined, we can say I beam radiation component when it is tilted and when it is horizontally placed. So we can write like that. And from here we can say RB is nothing, just IBT inclined, and IB is equal to the cos theta I and cos theta Z. So these two parameters, okay. And if we try to find IBT, then what we can say? IBT, BT means for inclined, beam radiation when it is inclined. So we can say this is IN, the component of this with inclination, the projection of this at inclined surface. So IN cos theta I, we can write like that. And similarly IB can be written as IN cos theta Z. So from here, if we are able to find the theta I and theta Z, then we can find RB and IB. So that is our concern now. So the first concern is to find theta I and theta Z. And to find theta I, if we recall, we have written one formula in the beginning of the this chapter. That was one big formula was there, that was cos theta I is equal to, it was big formula, so I am not going to write it again, just I am writing that it was the function of phi, declination, hour angle, facing towards south, and tilting. So it was the function of these. So cos theta I was the function of these angles, and we know all of these angles by any way, by different discussions. So from here we can find theta I. Okay, if we came to know theta I, and for cos theta Z, the inclination angle was 0. Theta is the angle when the surface is horizontally placed, that is not inclined. So that was the function of all of these parameters except beta. Beta was 0 in this case. So when beta was 0, it becomes theta I becomes theta Z. And if we know these two parameters, these two unknowns, then by putting those things here, we can find RB. So from here, we can say RB. And after RB, to find IB, we can follow this formula, that is IN cos theta Z. We have already calculated theta Z from here, so we can put it here. And the next concern to find IN is there, and which can be find out by a formula provided to us in the beginning, that was IN will be the intensity in the extraterrestrial region, means intensity which is coming normally to the plate collector, will be equal to the intensity at the extraterrestrial region with multiplication to exponent. It is formula, just I am taking it from somewhere, 0.9 plus 9.4 sine alpha. Okay. In this way, this term and this term should be known to find IN. Leave it for a while. Come to TR. It is termed as turbidity factor that will be provided to you in the problem for any condition. TR is the turbidity factor. So that will be provided to you in the data sheet of that location, or you can get it from the table that is defined for any location for different weather conditions. So in that case, no need to calculate, just you have to get it from the source provided to you and put it here. And alpha we know, that is the angle between the point of interest to the center of earth forming from the equatorial plane. So in that way, this thing is you can get, this thing will be provided to you in the problem that is defined for any location. So the only left term is I at extraterrestrial region. So I can be written as, it can be written as, I think if you will go back to your notes, then you will find it was mentioned solar constant times 1 plus 0.033, we have discussed this already, cos 360 n, change the n divided by 365, it was in watt per meter square. So this I solar constant is fixed, that is already known to you. If I am right, then it is 1367 watt per meter square. Please have a cross check for this. So in this case, if you will know the day for which you are talking about, then you can put the number of that day here and you can find I extraterrestrial. So n is 1 for January 1 and n is 365 for December 31. In this way it follow linear. So in that case, for any day you can find the value of n. So by knowing the n, you can put the constant here, you can find this term. So to find in, this term you can get from here, this you can get from the source provided to you, table or direct value. Alpha you know, that is the angle between the point of collector to the center of the earth, and you can get it in the definition by either this sentence or by proper value. So overall you can find in. If you will put in here and you can put theta z from here, then you can find IB. So in this way you can find IB and put it here. So in total radiations, the contribution by beam radiation is known to you. Now next concern is to find RD and ID. Okay, so for ID, for diffused radiation, this is the factor for diffused radiations. So you can say this is the factor, that is a simple formula is given, that is based on the inclination angle by 2. This is your RD. So just it is based on the formula. For inclination of 0 degree, it means when it is horizontally placed to the surface, then RD will be equal to the 1. Okay, so if it is 90 degree, then RD will be half. keep it in record. Now come to R, that is nothing but reflected radiations can be written as the factor for reflected radiations can be written as, these all are conversion factors by the way. It can be written as 1 minus cos beta divided by 2 times the reflection coefficient. Rho is specified for different type of the refractors. For normal surface, normal reflector surface, suppose normal earth surface is there, then it will be considered as 0.2, that is unitless, because this full factor is unitless, and it is 0.7. in some references it is provided 0.6 or 0.7, so don't be confused, just follow 0.7 for ice covered surfaces. So if our reflector is ice covered, the surface of earth is ice covered and it is reflecting the radiations, then rho is considered as 0.7. and for beta is equal to 0, it will be R is 0. And for beta, for any normal conditions I'm talking about, so just for beta is equal to 190, then R will be 0.5 times rho. Write it here, beta is equal to 90. So just see this, if beta is equal to 90, in that case what we observe, the half of the diffused and half of the reflected radiations are received by the surface, okay, and if theta is 90, then the surface is vertical. This is our collector surface, and if it is vertically placed, that is beta is equal to 90, this beta is 90, then half of the diffused and half of the radiations are reflected. Consider if beta is equal to 0, it means it is horizontally placed, collector surface is here, okay. In that case reflected radiations are 0 and diffused radiations are maximum. So in that case we can say for horizontally placed surface the diffused radiations are maximum and the reflected radiations are 0. So including this we can say the diffused radiations are received at its maximum by horizontal surface. So in this way we came to know RD. This term is known, this term is known, this term is known. Now ID is required to know. In that case we have simple formula that is related to ID and these terms. So ID can be written as 1/3 times I in extraterrestrial region minus I at the collector surface at its maximum level, that is normal level, multiplied with cos of zenith angle. So this is the formula that tell us about ID. So if we know this, and we know this, then we can find ID. So in this way we are able to find because these terms we have calculated already for IB. So here we can just write this formula to place those values and find ID. So in this way, ID, RD, RB, and this is known. And RB, the reflected coefficient is given here like this. If we know inclination, we can find this, and this term is just the diffused and beam radiations. So in this way we are able to find all of them. In this way we can say we can find the total radiations at any particular time, at any inclination, for any latitude and for any facing and for any number of any day of the year. Now let us try to solve one example based on the terms we have studied till now. The problem is calculate the total radiation at an inclined surface facing to south, that is tilted at 30 degree with horizontal, at a location in a city with latitude this, on January 1st at 12 noon. The reflection coefficient is this, and also calculate RB, RD and RR. So first we have to find the total radiation IT. Second thing, we have to find RB, RD and RR. These things we have to find. So just try to draw the image. This is the horizontal surface. This is north, south, east, west. This is horizontal surface, and for example our collector is facing to south. Our collector is this. This is our collector. This is horizontal surface. It is tilted with angle 30 degree as explained here. So this is our collector surface facing to south. So gamma will be 0. First thing, gamma will be 0 due to south facing. South facing. Second thing, beta will be 30, tilted is given there. Latitude is 28 degree 51, this is called minute. So 28 degree 51 minute. So latitude, if we define, then we can say, suppose this is Earth. Just I am revising, already we have discussed. Our point of interest is here. Here P is there. Then the angle made by this line with the horizontal surface. This is equatorial plane. This is our angle of latitude, that is indicated by phi. It is 28 degree and 51 minute. So we don't know how if this is degree, that is okay, but this is in minutes, so we have to convert this full into degree. So 60 minute is equal to 1 degree. So from there we can say 28 plus 51 by 60, it should be in degree. Now from the 12 known we can find the hour angle, that will be equal to the our angle at the noon, it is 0, it is positive, forenoon, before noon, and afternoon, it is considered as negative. So 0 here, and as we are moving here, 1 hour occupies 15 degree. So in this way, we are talking about 12 noon. So we are here, our angle will be 0. So don't worry about others, it is 0. And January 1, it means they are talking about 1 January. So the declination angle can be find out with the help of 1 January, number of days. So if I can remember, then it was 23.4 into sine 360 by 365 n plus 284. Let me have a cross check. Yes, it was here 4,5. So this was the formula to find the declination angle. So if we'll put the value of n, that is will be 1st January, so n should be equal to 1. If we'll put it here, then we can find delta from these calculations. So after calculating the delta, we find that this is, I have calculated already, so we can put it directly from there, 23.01. So in this way, we know delta, we know our angle, we know phi, we know beta, we know south facing. So hopefully everything is known to us now to find even anything. So what we have to find? We have to calculate, the first thing is IT. So to find IT, as we can remember, it was the beam radiation and the conversion factor for beam radiation plus diffused radiation and conversion factor for diffused radiation and R reflected conversion factor, and that was the sum of ID and IB. So it was like that. So first thing, let us try to find IB. So to find we can start from anywhere. So let us try to start from RB. It is cos theta I, just we have derived in the last turn, and cos theta Z, incident angle and zenith angle. So for any these informations of these angles, we can find cos theta I. Okay, so I'm not going to put the value, and we know it is the function of beta, phi, our angle, declination angle and facing. It is the function of that. So we know all the parameters from here for that location at any particular day, at any particular time. So we can get, and from the already calculated value, I can find 238. This is cos theta I, and cos theta Z simultaneously can be find out. For that cos theta Z, I explained that beta will be equal to 0 and many things will remain as it is. So from there, we cos theta Z can be equal to the 0.6176 after knowing all these parameters. So in this way, we know cos theta I, we know cos theta Z. So the first thing that is required to know, to find this, these terms are required. So please find these terms first, then we can come to IT. Then RB can be said as cos theta I and cos theta Z, as we have discussed this just before few minutes. And we know this, if we will divide, then it will be 0.0 928 divided by 0.6176, it will give us almost 2/3, 3/2, less than that. Okay, it will be 1.503. If we will divide, then we will find that 3/2 almost, so that will be 1.503. Okay, RB is known to us now. Now we can find RD. Similarly, we have formula for RD, that is 1 plus cos beta, if you can remember, by 2. Beta we know that is 30 degree inclined, so we can say cos beta 1 plus root 3/2 divided by 2. Okay, it will give us the value 0. It will be 1.732 divided by 2. It will be 0.8 something. 1.8 divided by 2. It will give us 933. Okay, so in this way we can find RD. RB is known, RD is known, and third term that is required to know is RR. That is nothing, just 1/2, 1 minus cos beta by 2, and multiplied with the reflection coefficient. This is given in the problem, so it can be 0.2 times 1 minus root 3/2 divided by 2. Okay, so it will give us a very poor value of reflection coefficient will be reflection factor will be very low, because 1 minus something and 0.1 if we multiply, then it will be 0.01339. I am putting this value from already calculated place. So we know this, that was our requirement. Now the remaining thing is to find the I, that is the total radiations, and to find I we should require to find IB, and IB can we find out? IB can be equal to the IN cos theta Z. We know this, just IN. Now IN can we find out by writing the formula I in extraterrestrial region, and exponent, if you remember, just before few minutes we explained, it was turbidity factor TR that will be provided to you. If it is not provided, then you can find at any particular location, at any particular day of the year, at any particular time. So on the basis of that you can find TR divided by it was 0.9 plus 9.4 sine alpha. Now here alpha is required to know, and we know the alpha is the angle between the sun radiation and its projection on the horizontal plane. So the sun radiation at 12 noon is, in that case, it should be equal to the 90 degrees. Now alpha can be 90 degree from solar noon, solar time, and TR is the turbidity factor that was not given here. So you can write it, TR is equal to 3.1. And I extraterrestrial you can calculate from the formula that I have discussed. So I am not discussing it once again, just I am writing the final value. I at extraterrestrial region is equal to 1.412 into 10 to the power 3. And if we will put this here and we will try to find, then IN will be equal to the, just I am putting from the already calculated value, 0.353. So IN, that is in the normal direction, when it is tilted. In is known to us now. If we know in and if we know cos theta I and cos theta z, then I beam radiation can be find out in cos theta z. And from there we can say it is equal to the, we'll put it here, 889.353 times cos theta z. If we'll calculate, that is calculated already, 0.6176. We will multiply, then it will give you 1. So it will be 549.22. This is beam radiation. And the next thing that is required to find IT is ID, diffused radiation. And we know the formula for diffused radiation. Just it is 1/3 of the formula which we have discussed just before few minutes. So we can say it is 1/3 of the I extraterrestrial minus in to the surface cos theta z. So once we know this, then we can find ID, that is equal to the 107.6. It is already calculated. ID is known, IB is known, and third is everything is known to us now. Then we can find IT by putting all these parameters in this one. By putting the IB, that is 549.22 times RB. RB is known here, 1.503, plus ID is 107.6 times RD is 0.933 plus sum of these two, that is, if you will do the addition of these two, you will get 6.82. So 656. So this times the RR is calculated here, 0.01339. So if you will try to solve this, then we will find 934.66. It is in watt per meter square. This is total radiation energy at this location in January 1 at 12 noon, that is facing towards south, which is tilted at 30 degree. The surface is normal surface. The condition is also normal. So in this way we can find the total radiation at any inclined surface at any particular time. So that is it for today. Thank you very much.